How it goes, family? Welcome back to Patterson Properties. Hopefully you guys are having a great, exceptional day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Thank you guys for all the wonderful things and the sacrifices that you've made and the things you do. And hey, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. So thank you so much for everything, all right? You know that this channel is all about real estate and at the end of the day, family, everything that has to do with the real estate industry across the United States of America, family, and sometimes even across the world. But one thing that I do not talk about enough is commercial aspects of real estate, all right? And people do not realize how many families, especially within the Indian community, have made so much money in the hotel industry. So according to the article that I read today, Jessica Myers wears a lot of hats: entrepreneurs, house flipper, real estate investor, etc. Even history even making history as a hotel owner is an accurate distinction. But the 34-year-old woman says that she prefers to be known simply as a deal maker. Now her great professional track record, the moniker is fitting. Mrs. Myers has been making money real estate moves since 2015 by renovating more than $20 million in real estate assets and managers a 7+ figure portfolio. Just more than a year ago, she made history when she partnered with a college buddy, also a 33-year-old African-American woman, to acquire the Homes 2 Suites by Hilton, El Reno, Oklahoma. Located about 30 miles from Oklahoma City, their investment into the $8.3 million deal with fellow members of the Nasu Investment Group is believed to have earned them a notable distinction of being the youngest African-American woman to ever co-own a major hotel chain property. Now, before I go forward, I remember taking an online training last year, and this woman made another African-American woman made a lot of her money in the hotel business. And she talked about, how not only are most hotels owned by Indian families in the United States of America, but most people don't realize that some of the biggest profitable hotel businesses are actually in rural America and in these smaller towns, because you have all these chains, mom and pop chains and whatnot that are in only certain parts of America and whatnot. They're not a Staybridge, by the Marriott, or they're not the Hilton, they're not the Hyatt or whatnot. But I've seen if you live in the United States of America, you've seen an unknown name hotel before. And a lot of times so the fee to buy in and invest into these hotels is much cheaper than buying into the bigger global hotel chains and whatnot. So a lot of people partner up and buy various amounts of hotels by buying into the smaller chains a lot of times. And or they just end up buying into a hotel that's not a part of a chain, but the hotel is for sale, so they get a much cheaper price. But obviously, there's going to be much more renovations that are needed. It might not be at a very popular area, but it might be an hour to 2 hours away from a major city. So it might even be 3 to 4 hours away from a major city. So it's not a part of that metro area and things of that nature. That's one of the biggest things I took away from, because I'm not myself trying to get into the hotel industry, but I know it's a profitable industry if done right, and obviously location, right? But anyways, I digress. In December 2021, Mrs. Myers worked with Nasu Investments and Jack Thomas of Jetway Financial to acquire 2 more hotel properties, a Staybridge Suites in Fishers, Indiana, once again, rural America, and a Hampton Inn and Suites in Scottsburg, Indiana, once again, rural America. Anything wrong with that? Absolutely not, because the price usually goes down when you're in smaller towns. And before I go on, all I have to say is kudos to you, Mrs. Myers. Keep up the great work, because this great real estate / business investment was made during a global pandemic, 2021, family, in the year 2021. The article also stated that even before the groundbreaking deal, the former corporate communications and radio advertising professional managed to turn a hankering for HGTV into a lucrative residential house flipping business, one home at a time. That led to investing in a diverse mix of residential and commercial properties, including renovations and luxury modern build developments, eventually a residential development project last year in Brunswick, Georgia. The latter project in her husband's hometown, she says, was her way of helping revitalize and rejuvenate the coastal community that in recent years has been overwhelmed with media attention and division following a controversial racial killing that snagged national and international attention. And it's like I always say, that change can come if people are not on the same page, but change can only come if people are on the same economic page, not the same voting page. I'll leave it at that. Mrs. Myers believes that the diversity of her properties portfolio is her strength and biggest asset. She says that it's evident that she's got the chops to do anything she puts her minds to, including helping others, especially those from diverse and underrepresented backgrounds in the real estate industry, looking to invest and grow their money. She says she can help anyone committed to this process win in the real estate game, even if it's just to help build up capital for another big goal. And that's why I have so much respect for what Mrs. Myers has done and what she continues to do, because she is not only committed to increasing her wealth via the real estate industry, but she's committed to helping others do it all at the same time. Because a lot of people have gotten rich off of owning lucrative real estate investments, and they ended up utilizing, taking out equity lines of credit to utilize it to build up their own business, or to purchase more real estate. People don't realize there's so many things you can do, and that's what makes America the land of milk and honey, as they say. All right. But anyway, Mrs. Meyer also stated that you could be a hairdresser or a barber. It doesn't matter to me. She says it's not about volume or having trillions of dollars to put into a project. For me, she says, because she's a Georgia State University graduate who grew up in a working class family in Atlanta, Georgia. She says, I'm looking to reach people beyond those already in the real estate industry, because I realize there's a magic in turning non-real estate people into real estate investors, if not for a long haul, just enough for them to build up their money for another big dream. And if you want to get more access to Mrs. Myers' mindset, then you all can check her lawn chair learning cycle series and her All Things Entrepreneur podcast. She's got a full schedule of real estate training courses available and open to the public, as well as appointment slots for personal consulting services, and her debut book, which was released back in March of this year in 2020. The article ended on this great note with her 2020 plans. Mrs. Myers is also pressing on in her major professional and personal goal of helping others own and acquire over 1,000 doors in the commercial and residential real estate space. She says it's an effective, gratifying way to build generational wealth and feel empowered both personally and professionally. I couldn't agree with that statement more. So up and coming real estate professionals should definitely get involved with what she has going on throughout the real estate industry community. Mrs. Myers' last thing that she stated was, my overall vision is to help people gain more economic independence, and to do so through real estate ownership. She says, I want to empower others, especially women, people of color, and those like me who didn't come from money, but who want to leave a legacy for their family and loved ones. It's time we take back our communities and reclaim what is rightfully ours. It took the same simple steps to become a deal maker in the real estate space, and I believe you can too. And I could not agree with that statement more, and I respect exactly what she's doing and what other people are doing, that it revolves around the same door of not just purchasing various amounts of real estate, but people who are actually giving back to the community all at the same time. Patterson Up Properties, at the end of the day, we wholesale real estate via tax sales, tax liens, and we do the marketing and whatnot for distressed property owners, and we connect with other wholesalers and other investors. So hey, contact us. Our website is in the description, all that good stuff. If you're a crypto investor, maybe you think about joining the Gold Standard Partners. Link is in the description, where you not only have the opportunity to purchase cryptocurrency, but you have the opportunity to refer others to do the same thing. And once they sign up and purchase a package, you'll be able to make money off the package purchases and crypto purchases. Also, if you're a crypto and stock market investor, individual retirement account investor, bond investor, think about signing up with WEBULL, think about signing up with Acorns, think about signing up with Stash, think about signing up with Crypto.com and Coinbase. You have the opportunity to make some money once you sign up. All the information is in the description. On that note, family, remember, do the great 3 things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Happy Mother's Day. And remember, you can't get fired on the company. Clearly, Mrs. Myers is not worried about getting fired because she owns a multitude of things, and she's giving back all at the same time. Take care.